Let's sew our February quilt block. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and this year we are doing a quilt block of the month series. So this was January's, and now we are going to do February's. Now I promise these fabrics do look a little more different off camera. The lighting I think was just messing it up. Basically I have a light and then kind of a dark, and I'm going to be doing this really fun little mosaic, almost tile quilt block. There was a bigger version available, and I'll include the full pattern to that below in case you're interested. Now for mine, you are going to want 8 2-inch squares of one color and then 8 2-inch squares of the other color. Then for one of those colors, we're just going to be drawing a diagonal line for all of the squares themselves. We're basically making half square triangles, so this is going to be our line to help us know where to sew on either side. So now I'm going to take a 1/4 inch seam allowance on either side of that line, and that's how we're going to be making our half square triangles. So next step, we're just pairing these up. So taking one of those squares I drew a line on with one of the squares of the other color, and then I'm going to repeat this so that I get 8 pairs. So you should have a pair that has the one color and then the other one that has the line. So I'm just going through and sewing a 1/4 inch on either side of that line. So once you have all of this done, we can then go through and kind of divide these up if you did it like I did, where it's kind of like that chain method. And then once you have them divided, remember that line that we drew earlier, we're now going to cut directly on that line. So what we've done is just created 2 triangles. So we create 2 half square triangles with this one square. And when I cut this up and divide it, now when I open it, you'll see that we have a square, but it's made of those 2 colors. So really fun little easy hack to do that. So I'm just going to go through and repeat this for all of the squares themselves. Next, we are going to press that seam open. It is so important with this one because there are so many seams that you press them all open. I found that pressing it open really was the best option. Sometimes people press them to the side. I would recommend doing it so you press it open. So here is what one looks like. They look really pretty. Now I'm going to lay them out in this pattern. So you have that darker color on the bottom for one square and the darker color on the top for the other square. So I have 7 here because I've already gone through and made one of these, because now we want to match these together along that edge where the 2 darker colors match. So I just went through, matched all of those up, and then I'm just going to take a seam directly across, a 1/4 inch seam allowance the entire time. Seam allowance is so important for this one because everything needs to line up and match perfectly. Now I'm just going to go through, press open that seam again. You're going to see that we're doing a lot of really repetitive tasks for this. So here is what they all look like. Now I'm just matching them up again along that long edge. So doing the exact same thing we did before, matching them all up, being very careful to make sure that seams and like those little points are matching. So very carefully matching these together, being sure everything is laying nice and flat and smooth. And this will also help you have that really nice crisp looking point. And then you can either pin or use quilting clips at this point, and then go through and repeat that for the other 3 pairs of squares that you have. So we're just going through repeating this so that we can make those 3 squares from our 2 rectangles each. So once I've gone through, I'm just going to take that 1/4 inch seam allowance again. So here's what they all look like. Again, I did it in that chain stitching method to make it a little faster, so I want to divide them. And then when you open it up, it looks so good. They look so pretty, so put together. You could definitely do this with different colors if you wanted to have it be more of a statement. I just really like this 2-tone approach. And then same step as before, we're pressing open our seams because it's so important with this, with how they all have to come together. So now we have our 4. I have them laid out in a specific pattern. So 2 are going to the right and then 2 are going down. So almost making like this circle. You could really do this however you wanted. This was just the pattern that I did. It was similar to what I had seen online. So now it's just time to match these up. So you could either do it horizontally or vertically. I did it horizontally. I'm just going to be matching these up, again, paying close attention to the points, and then going through and just matching everything up and pinning it together. Now, if everything was cut out correctly and everything was done using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, they all should match. So just something to keep in mind as you go through sewing this up. If you run into any issues, a lot of the times it may be due to how it was cut out or the seam allowance. We are now on to our last step, so we are almost there. It's just time to bring these together, do that one final seam, and then we'll have our quilt block. I will say that this quilt block, if you are a beginner, this was a little challenging, right? So these are very small pieces. I was trying to make it similar in size to the quilt block I made in the previous month. I think if you wanted to try this as a beginner, I would highly recommend doing that bigger sizing. So the original pattern had these at 4 inches. I think that would be a lot easier to work through. I do love how it turned out though. I think it's really fun. It has a really very geometric design. I think it looks really pretty. I would love to see what multiple of these would look like, especially if you did different colors. I also am really excited to have this paired with my one from January, just because I think that they're going to look really good together with all of those pastels. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.